do this. Yes, sir. All right, I just officially got butterflies. I'm out of my element now. It's my time. I hear my name called and I have goosebumps and chills running down my spine.
The Golden State Warriors select.
I practiced putting the hat on and everything.
Steph Curry, quite simply, is the best shooter in the draft.
Hopefully it'll work out tonight.
What's up, fellas? Draft's here.
How you doing?
Hang out with the famous Steph Curry. Everybody knows Steph Curry.
Here we go. Try it again. There we go. I've never been here before. I'm enjoying this whole experience, and now it's time to see my boy DeMar. Now it's time to go get to this media, answer tons of questions. Mic'd up, long time coming, I'm ready. I need some water, I ran out of answers. Word for word, the same question. What my dad is gonna be able to offer me, knowing that he's gone through the experience. I got that about 17 times. If you wanna know, I'll tell you that too. New York Knicks versus Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm up 3 right now. She's Mike Miller. Uh-oh, that's out of bounds.
You pushed me out of bounds.
The longest day and a half of my life. The reality of it is setting in right now that I'm actually gonna be a draft pick tonight, hopefully. And now I start playing the mind games of which team's gonna get me, so we'll see what happens. Tannish gray pinstripe suit here. Nice 3-piece actually. It's purple pop tie. Hopefully it turns some heads when I walk into the room. Just got my own initials in this. Not many people know what my first name really is. It's Wardell. I'm gonna try to keep that a secret. Let's cut that one out. Pop the collars. Got the fresh cut. My manly facial hair. I just grew that in recently. Let's do this. Yes, sir. All right, I just officially got butterflies. I'm out of my element now. I don't know what to do with myself. This is crazy. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. I'll be all right though, right?
Yeah.
Just one
Worst
day.
that could happen is you end up in the NBA, right?
That's true. This is great. Great way to put it.
Look, Steph.
Thanks.
Stephen Curry, how are you?
Keep it moving.
New York City, home to some of the most famous sports teams in the country. Also home to the beginning of the reality of the dream. Fans arriving here at the Washington Theater inside Madison Square Garden for the NBA Draft. The big board where one by one the names will show up and the NBA careers of young men will begin. We're pretty sure the first name will be the National Player of the Year, Blake Griffin, but where will former Player of the Year, Tyler Hansbrough, show up? How about the tallest player in the draft, Hasheem Thabeet? The best shooter in the draft, Stephen Curry. Curry, one of a dozen potential first-round point guards, including Johnny Flynn, tall and lanky Tyreke Evans. Evans only 1 year of college ball, just like Jrue Holiday. Then there's the intrigue of the 18-year-old Spaniard, Ricky Rubio. Hey, we are all here. Draft night. Settle in and watch with us as the pieces of the puzzle are revealed.
The missing piece.
Alley-oop to Blake Griffin.
You're incomplete without it. There's no telling where it might be found.
Curry. Got it!
The best teams are the sum of their parts and the chemistry that connects them.
The 2009 NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Finding the right fit doesn't always mean looking for number one.
The Miami Heat select Dwayne Wade from Marquette University.
Paul Pierce from the University of Kansas.
Tony Parker of France.
Up high, down low, and everywhere in between. There are diamonds waiting to be picked, sifted, cut, and shine. And star on your team.
For right here, y'all. This moment right here. It's my time. Come on.
The NBA draft. Day of solving puzzles by picking a player whose time has come.
Rule of thumb about your first job: get to know your boss, pat him on the back, take a picture with him, tell him how honored you are to be a part of his company. All the draftees here tonight, major photo op with NBA Commissioner David Stern.
I'm with Stephen Curry, and Stephen, you told me yesterday that you would be happy to play anywhere, but in your heart of hearts, where would you like to get selected tonight?
I mean, to stay here in New York would be great just because of the system that they have, and D'Antoni's a great coach, so who wouldn't want to play here in New York?
Now, why do you think that you would be such a good fit here in New York with the Knicks?
Well, that's how I've played all my life, up and down, you know, really be able to shoot the ball and put the ball in the basket. And he values defense, too, so I can play that, too. So just be able to have a lot of freedom of movement and be able to make plays.
Now, yesterday you told me that you're hoping that the Knicks would make a move, maybe move up so that they could select you. At this point, what are the chances of that happening from what you're hearing?
I'm not sure. There's so many trade talks and rumors going around, so it's hard to keep up with. Right now, I'm just sitting back, just being real calm about it and seeing what happens.
All right, good luck to you tonight.
All right, thank you.
Stu?
He's a PTPer, Stephen Curry is, and when we come back, Hall of Famer Dick Vitale will join us with his thoughts on Curry, and really it's Dick Vitale, so he'll share his thoughts on everything.
I'm Stephen Curry. You're watching the 2009 NBA Draft on ESPN. It's my time.
Davidson looking for the lead. We're in the final minute. Curry got it! Here's Curry. Quick release for three. Left side. Ring it up for Stephen Curry.
It's my time.
Is Stephen Curry's time with the New York Knicks a match made in heaven? Maybe. He was a great collegiate scorer. The Knicks certainly liked to score under Mike D'Antoni. They were +9 in his first season there, though that was still only good for 14th in the East. They were also the highest scoring team in the Eastern Conference, which is good for individual numbers like those of David Lee, who had 65 double-doubles as he heads into restricted free agency along with Nate Robinson this summer. And J.A., from the moment Stephen Curry declared, the world had him pointed toward the New York Knicks, but they have to be able to get him with that 8th overall pick. How likely is that to happen?
Well, a lot of projections have Stephen Curry going by the 6th pick, currently occupied by the Minnesota Timberwolves. But part of the reason for the excitement is that the last time Stephen Curry was in Madison Square Garden playing a game against West Virginia, he scored 13 points in the final 5 minutes of that game. So certainly an exciting player, loves playing on that stage, and also his style would fit what the Knicks are trying to do on offense. He's a guy, as one GM says, you cannot leave him because he'll get a shot up quickly. So you can't help on him. So you're going to spread the floor the way the Knicks do, and you're going to need a scorer to fit that high-scoring offensive system. Stephen Curry certainly would be a desirable player, but they just are not certain that he's still going to be available at that number 8 pick.
Yeah, the Knicks picking 8th. Chad Ford of ESPN.com, who keeps us updated with mock drafts, currently has Curry going 6th to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Let's talk about the players' needs. What team would suit him best?
He's a big-time shooter from the field, in particular a three-point shooter, and he's a great free-throw shooter. So if I'm Stephen Curry, instead of going 5th or 6th, I wouldn't mind falling to the 8th to the New York Knicks. And this is why. He doesn't have to be a prototypical point guard if he goes to the Knicks. Why? They play up-tempo. More shots, more possessions. He doesn't have to set up and run the team and be a guy that gets 10 assists. And by the way, just like the Knicks led the league or the Eastern Conference in scoring, they're one of the worst defensive teams in the league, and defense will not be an emphasis. It'll be all about shooting and scoring.
And that we know he can do. He was the nation's leading scorer. In fact, Loyola of Maryland went triangle and 2 on him. They held him scoreless, but then they lost the game by 30. Curry will learn his new team Thursday night. As for his best NBA position, that remains to be seen. Here's the man himself explaining how he views the job description for a point guard.
Well, as a point guard, you're the anchor for the team, and when things are going, south, you have to be the one that your teammates can look to get you through those tough times. So during the course of a season, there's a lot of those instances, and you have to be the one that can pull them through. So just being a vocal leader, being accountable to your teammates, and being the hardest work on the team is something that defines a true point guard, and a great one.
Well, he played both spots in the backcourt as a collegiate in 07-08 when he was a shooting guard. Curry shot better from the field and from behind the three-point line. Last year as a point guard, his scoring was up, but he didn't shoot the ball as well, and obviously his assists and turnovers both went up as well. Coach, you've seen so many guys come through college and wind up needing to change position as pros. Which backcourt spot suits Curry better?
Well, what we do know right now, in terms of speculation, there's no argument that Steph Curry's the best shooter available in this draft. And the question is, can he make the transition to the point guard spot? Is he going to be strong enough against NBA defenders over the course of an 82-game schedule to get the ball in the operational area? Is he going to understand time, score, and situations? But worst case scenario, you've got a dead-eye marksman, a rifleman from downtown long range. And this year he proved himself. He can create off the bounce some and create distance between himself and defenders to get his own shot off. Now, our friends at EA Sports broke things down, and I bet you didn't know that 10% of Steph Curry's shots came on the catch and shoot spot up opportunities. And here off the ball, a little defense here with the interception, picks one off, and 24% of his scoring came in transition, and then 27% was in isolation, where he was able to break defenders down in situations where there were M&Ms, mismatches. His ability to move without the ball is one of the strong traits as well. But the big question with Steph Curry is he hasn't played the point guard spot his entire life. When you look at the history of the NBA, just like in football and the NFL, most great quarterbacks played that spot from Pop Warner, 3rd, 4th grade on. Now, there are exceptions in basketball, players who've made that transition, but to do it at the highest level in the NBA, no easy task.
And, there he was excelling against virtual college players. It's going to be more difficult against real-life NBA guys.
Yeah, baby.
Commissioner David Stern has the card for a team that used 47 different starting lineups. Here's the commissioner.
With the 7th pick in the 2009 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
That there are so many fans who dislike the Golden State Warriors so much. Actually, the reaction says it all. Nothing against Golden State, but these Knicks fans wanted Stephen Curry, the 6'3" junior guard out of Davidson, who quite simply is the best shooter in the draft. Jay Billis, he led the nation in scoring at 28 points per game. What makes him special?
Well, you mentioned it. He's an unbelievable shooter, and he's got great range. If you cut him off at 23 feet, he'll move out to 25. If you cut him off at 25, he can take it out to 27. He's got really deep range. It goes beyond NBA range. And I think one of the things that you really love about him is he just knows how to play. He's not only a gifted scorer, but he knows how to get shots off. He's got a really quick release. He can stop on a dime, and he's got a great understanding of the game, and he loves to play, and that's something that I don't think can be understated. A guy that loves to play is going to be in the gym all the time, and that's the way Stephen Curry is. He's an unusually good passer. He can anticipate defensively. He's not the type of player that's a superior athlete that can stay in front of super quick players, but he uses his craftiness. He's going to have to improve his decision-making a little bit with the ball in his hands, and his shot selection has got to get a little bit better. But last year with Davidson, a bad shot for Stephen Curry was usually better than a good shot for somebody else on his team, and he had to take some chances. I think his decisions will get much better as he goes on and plays more point guard in the NBA.
It also continues a trend. At least one son of a former NBA player has now been selected in each of the last 7 drafts. Stephen Curry, the son of Del Curry. You wonder how he can shoot so well? Dad hit 1,245 career three-pointers in the NBA. It's natural for Dad, catch, shoot, bottom of the net. Here's the reaction of dad when his son is picked to play in the league he played in. Del Curry now with Lisa Salters.
Thanks, Stuart. Del, this is your 45th birthday today. How's this rank among all-time birthday presents?
This is the best. For me to play on this level and then have your son follow in the footsteps and be a part of the NBA, it's a father's dream come true.
Now, you played in the league, obviously. What kind of advice have you given him about what to expect, challenges and otherwise, in the NBA?
Well, not a lot. The league's different than when I played. I think he'll face a lot of challenges, and then I'll be able to guide him through those challenges and adversities. So that's how I help him the most.
Thank you very much. Congratulations and happy birthday. Mark Jones, over to you. Woo-wee.
Yeah, big day for the Curry family. And Steph, you recently told me you had a chance to speak with NBA point guard and all-star Chris Paul about the transition from a college point guard to an NBA point guard. What did he say to you?
You know, just be consistent, because every night you're going to be playing against the best in the world that know that position very well. So you can't have any off nights. You can be friends off the court, but once you get on the court, it's all about business and taking care of that. So that's some good advice.
We just heard Lisa speak with your father. What part of the advice that he's given you along your journey to the NBA do you appreciate the most?
I mean, this is the best job in the world. I think growing up, he taught me how to do things the right way, and I can carry what I've learned growing up in my home and just watching him do the way he did his NBA career, and he really applied it to my life. So I'm very excited about this opportunity.
We're talking about the fact now that it's about 20 after 8. Have you gotten him a birthday present yet? It's not midnight yet. It's
I've been a little busy. I'm still working on that. He understands that, so we got a little connection where anything I get him, we fine.
All right. Well, I think he's proud of you anyway.
Yes, sir.
All right. Congratulations, Stu. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Stephen Curry writes scripture on his shoes before every game, and these fans here are hoping that his next game would have been as a New York Knicks.
That happened, baby. Golden State.
Steph, we all right? We happy?
Yeah, we happy, man. Just got drafted. Everything's good. Got 1,000 text messages to answer.
Yep.
Hey-oh. Happy birthday to you. We gotta wish for some energy to stay up and watch games.
I told him I could do my Bobcats telecast. Go home and watch your game 10:30. Cake, more cake.
Well, it's been a long, long day. Highly anticipated event, and now I'm finally a Golden State Warrior. So I hope you all enjoyed the ride, and now I'm gonna go celebrate. See y'all later.